Hey guys, just give me a minute or two. So we got Brian Lane here. Hey Brian. Brian says, "Have a blessed day, everyone." Um, I just put our friend Leo up. I saw that he was live. At least want to have him up running. Sorry, I will catch up with you guys in 1 second. Michael, how are you? Hope everyone is having a good day. It's Wednesday. If you're counting, that puts you halfway through the week, right? I generally don't count. My days are very much the same. Wednesday is very much the same as a Saturday, which is very much the same as a whatever other day you want to name. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Maharashi, my friend, how are you? Um, for me, it's actually a good thing. It's something that I enjoy because I enjoy my days. I enjoy the things that I do, but it took me a while to get here. It's amazing when I consider how much anxiety my days used to have, um, even not that long ago. Hey, Joe. Masarastian says, Namaskar, namaskar to you, my friend. Um, hey, Lee. I didn't see you. How are you, Lee? Just as Masyogi showing up here before getting my workout in before work. What's the workout for today, Joe? I'll try to get you up running too, Joe. Um, at least like getting over to places and having them running, hitting the like button. Hey, relaxing sister to everyone. Maharashtrian says Om Namah Shivaya. To you, my friend. About to do some three pumps. Well, Joe, you always do some awesome work. Always impressive and always inspiring. I mentioned before, I've been following Joe for quite some time, probably about 3 years now. He's one of the I came into the burpee community in 2020. Wasn't a whole lot of people back then. There was some pretty big names. Burpee King, of course. Lee Hazard, still kicking it. Busy Dad, still out there. Some not doing as much. Iron Wolf isn't around anymore. Obviously still working out, I'm sure. Um, Joe Hortai, good guy. Sam Trussell. But Joe, maybe even 4 years I've been following Joe. Joe, how many years have you been doing burpees? Adam says he did a couple of burpees. What do you think, Adam? You ready to dive into the burpee world? Tell you what, it's an easy, hard way to get an extreme condition. By easy, hard. Hey, Sniper. I mean, you got a mat. You don't even need a mat if you don't want it. You have a floor. Everyone has a floor. Everyone has a ground, right? And you do reps. So it's easy, simple, hard because it's a difficult movement. It's a full body movement, but it will take you as far as you want to go. You can add on to it. You can do burpees with a squat chaser. I'd recommend at least twice a week burpees with a squat chaser and throw in some pull ups, and you got a complete workout. right there. Hey, Anna. So I mentioned on my live stream, my workout live stream, about doing a little different type of breath work. And we'll see if Jessica shows up and she wants to join in. Maybe Kat. Adam says, I got all the hot ladies chasing me on TikTok. I don't want to get too in shape. How's your channel doing on TikTok? Man, I forget all about it. We talked about that a few days ago. I was going to look into it. What do I need to get started on TikTok? And pros and cons. Hey, Joe, are you on TikTok? If you're still here. Please says cuckoo to Anna. Relaxing says hello. Relaxing, how are you? See, is that Jace? Hey, Jace. Jace says, dropped in to leave a like. Going live soon. Much love. You going live with anyone, Jace? Joe's getting ready to go live as well, guys. Joe might already be live. Lee says, thank you, Jace, for the kind message. Adam says, well, relaxing says so, everyone. And hello to Jace. Adam says, Yogi, I would suggest watching TikTok for a while before posting. Gotcha. Hey, Heavenly Star. Heavenly Star, as I said over at Toy Pops, you've been in my thoughts and my prayers all morning long. Jace says, you're welcome. I've dropped a link. Michael says, hashtag mushy peas and mashed potatoes. Unhashtag mushy peas and mashed potatoes. Not only unhashtag, but unmush the peas and unmush the potatoes. I'll be honest with you. Peas can stay mushy or non-mushy. I'm not going to eat them either way. Potatoes, unmush them, eat them baked. Heaven Star says, thank you, Yogi Bear. I heard you say to Toy Pups that maybe later today or possibly all the way up until Monday before you hear the results. Thanks for the wave, Maharashtrian. So you guys know how I am a fan of, let's see, Heaven Star 7 ice cream. Well deserved, too. Brian says, thanks, Yogi, for seeing that one I sent. Man, I watched one, other one I was going to send you, and man, I had tears in my eyes thinking about it. I can understand that, Michael. I can definitely understand that. But hey, you got yourself out of that. You turned it over. You didn't do it alone, as you know. You handed it all over. Hey, Brian, if you ever find yourself struggling again, you know what to do. And you know where to find me. Michael says, I'm glad you don't mind me picking at you, Yogi. Not at all, Michael. Not at all. I try to take everything in stride. Everything good-natured. If I don't take myself so seriously, how can you ever get upset people joking with you, you know? Plus, I know Michael. He's a good guy with a good heart. So anything that he would ever say would always be out of pure fun, you know? So keep going. Absolutely, Lee. I knew. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, love from Carol from England. Welcome back, Carol. It's always nice to see you. Julie says, love to our circle. You know where I'll be. Yep. We know where you'll be. He says, Shirley, hey, I'll join you soon. So you know my you know my love of breath work. And you know I've talked before that my teacher who taught me breath work, he taught me how to teach breath work, was a firm believer in a minimalistic approach. 10 breaths, 3 times a day, therapeutically as needed. And I agree. And that's generally the way I teach. But I've come to the realization that I think so many of us need extended breath work. 5 minutes of extended breath work every day to make a big difference in life. It becomes a meditation when we do it for 5 minutes like that. That we literally enter a altered state of consciousness. We don't want to do that for the sake of altering consciousness itself. We want to do that in order to bring a big change into the central nervous system. If you want to reduce anxiety permanently, this would be the way to do it. I'd recommend a 5-minute session uh, once a day as a form of meditation, as a deep healing. Hey, Kat. Kat says, dang, 111 everywhere. All I have to know is dang. I love hearing Kat say dang. Shirley says, Brian, he's such a blessing to us all. Yes, absolutely. Brian's been a good friend for quite some time now. Brian says, wishing everyone a great day today. You too, Brian. Brian says, thank you, Eric. Really appreciate you. I appreciate you, Brian. You know, Brian, you've reached out to me quite a bit, and I always try to be there for you. But I want to know you being there for me. You've always been a steady presence to me, and I really appreciate that. Let's see. Brian says he used to watch Johnny Noguenis. You were friends with him on Facebook too, but I think he deleted his account. Was a good breathwork coach. Yeah, I haven't seen him in quite some time. Michael says yes. Nothing for me is ever taken serious, even if it sounds it, because odds are I'm probably joking around, which I appreciate. You appreciate about you, Michael. Hey, Stitch. Stitch, what's going on, my friend? Hey, L-Dog, you're early today. So to make true, deep, lasting changes, I think adding in that 5 minutes of breath work. I was waiting before I saw if anybody wanted to do it. I wanted to see if Kat was here and she wanted to do it as well. I wanted to see if our friend Jessica, not that we only have to limit to one. So bringing up a little search. Daily 5-minute breath work can offer a surprisingly significant number of benefits impacting both mental and physical health. It reduces stress and anxiety by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. It reduces stress hormones. It improves mood, regulates emotional response, improves mental focus and cognitive function, embraces oxygenation of the brain. Doesn't help you say oxygenation any better, but it does increase it, enhance it. Increases attention span, brain adaptation, and neuroplasticity. You've heard me talk about neuroplasticity before. This is literally creating cellular brain changes, different neurological pathways so that we have an option of responses to any given situation that happens in life. Better sleep quality. Calms the nervous system, reduces sleep disruptive patterns and factors. You wake up in the middle of the night, this will help you stay asleep longer. Physical health benefits such as reduced blood pressure, heart rate, and heart rate variability. Strengthens lungs, reduces inflammation, enhances digestion. So we're going to do it when you guys are ready. Hey, Heart Matters. And MDL, how are you? Appreciate you being here. Heavenly Star has sub to L Dog. L Dog is a good person. If it wasn't for him and Rosie, I would probably forget to take my supplement every night. Early bird gets the worm. That's true. I've seen it. Let's see. MDL says, "Good morning, my friend. How are you feeling today?" Feeling pretty good today. I had a rough workout. My legs were heavy. I couldn't get in the groove with the kettlebells, but I got it done. That's the important thing. Brian says, "Thanks, Eric. I always do my best if I can help with anyone in any way I do." You certainly do. That's what your entire channel is about, Brian. That's why I never get tired of talking about your channel. So, Sitch, what's going on, my friend? Cat says I have to go to the Evil Empire Walmart right now. I might need personal breath work after. You have it. You have a personal breath work coach for life. Heavenly says, Katie says, you want a hug? Hey, Tiger King. What's up, Tiger King? What are you doing? What has you down? Heavenly Star says, Yogi Bear, I'm ready for some breath work. All right. Anyone else want to do some breath work? Anybody else says, almost every morning I walk 30 minutes in one direction and then return to shower and breakfast. Nice. That's the way to do it. I walk about an hour, a little more than an hour every morning as well. And then I walk again after my big meal for the day. And I walk again after my last meal for the day. Uncle says, Josie, I'm officially 68 subs away from reaching 200. Never thought this channel would grow like this. How's your watch hour on this channel, Michael? How's your watch hours on your other channel? Anna says, what is happening, Tiger King? Heavenly Star says, Louis, give Katie a hug, please, my lovely brother. Hey, Stitch, we're all giving you a hug. You know how much we love you. Brian says, thanks, L Dog. L Dog says, Brian is so back. Hey, L Dog, you're going to appreciate Brian's intensity. Got power to spare. Adam says, oops, yes, breathing changes your brain chemistry. So, as I mentioned, I'm a fan of the minimalist 10 breaths. You get a lot accomplished with 10 breaths 3 times a day, and you can vary it if you want. But that 5 minutes of extended breath work, we keep talking about it, and we haven't done it yet. I just want to see if Jessica comes in. I was going to do it with Kat, but she's got to leave now. She's got to head to Walmart. Hey, Buddha. Buddha, how are you? Adam says, trying to joke about goofy chemical imbalances video. You are coming up. Make sure you can drop a link, Adam, whenever you have a video ready. That goes for all of you guys. If you ever have a video, if you're getting ready to go live. Hey, Share Bear. Heavy Star says she truly deserves them, Yogi Bear. She is our friend. Stitch is one of the sweetest people on all of YouTube, even if she does make me say booger too often. Uncle says currently 65 watching time hours a day on this channel. Wow, that's good hours, and only 300 hours away from hitting 2,000. On your other, or on this one. Well done, Michael. Thanks for the love, Share Bear. Buddha says, "Hey Anna, just in the background, I got out of my detox and going into the shower. I'm fine. Just here to hit the thumbs up in the background. Thank you, Buddha. Buddha, I appreciate that." Michael says, it means I'm at 1,790 for this channel. What about Michael Berkeen channel? Hey, Cryptic. Do you mute anyone who has a different opinion than yours? What makes you think anyone has a different opinion than me? Well, no. We do mute people. I try not to mute anyone, but some people have been muted if they're cruel, if they're mean. If your opinion is different than mine because it's based on abject cruelty, something along those lines, I don't think that's the case with you, my friend. I'm just saying when and if it would happen. Generally speaking, I don't even really debate with people about stuff, or I try not to. I don't want to. Oh, on this channel. So what's up with the other one? Adam says, I don't know how to drop a link, Yogi, but thanks. I think it's a couple of shorts on spirituality. Get it right. I'm looking forward to it. So to drop a link, it should be you see what says share? And you click to share and it will say to get a link, and you just click that and then paste it. Crypto says, can I explain a bit without anyone getting butthurt? Can't make any promises, but sure. As long as it's, we don't do a whole lot of politics because no one wants to talk about politics. There's plenty of places to talk about politics, so why would we here? Let's see. He says, Crypto, I don't like everyone's perspectives. I've been doing a lot of squats lately, so my butt has been toned up in order to avoid potential butt hurt. Heavenly Star says, Crypto, no one will get butt hurt. New 2 shorts, spiritual. I will be over to check you out. Speaking of perspectives, I love Adam's perspective. And pretty much everything that we've talked about. Elrock says, go for it, Cryptic. The question is, why do we think people want to hear our opinion? That would be the real question. When I go to anyone's live stream and channel, you'll never hear me mention A Course in Miracles or yoga or Buddhism or meditation or breath work, or at least very, very seldom, because I'm there to support the host. I don't need to bring my perspective and my opinion somewhere else. It's just not needed. However, doesn't mean that I'd shoot someone down for having a different perspective than mine here on my channel. Let me start with only ice and ice cream. For how long? Michael says, Yogi, that was for Mr. Untold by Michael Wakeen. On Michael's Wilderness Exploration, I'm currently getting 7 watch hour time and sitting at 161 hours. Gotcha. Hey, I bet you we could get you on your Michael Burkeen. I bet you we can get you to 3,000 by Christmas. All right, so here it is. I'm bracing my butt. just in case it gets hurt. Yesterday I was in the live, and when I mentioned that the echo from her mic was annoying, uh, objectively a fact, everyone came at me like I was absolutely hitting on her. I didn't think that was fair. So I was defending my opinion. Sure, I may have taken the wrong approach, but also reserve the right to call anyone anything I want. Why would you call anyone something though? I can understand about the who are we talking about though, by the way. Who's echo? Who was echoing? If you weren't hating on one, I missed all of that. Sorry, I apologize. Um I would say that you can definitely reserve the right to call anyone anything you want. However, if you were to call someone a name here, you would then probably be timed out. Probably not by me, but I know Sniper would be on it in a second. But me too. I don't want you calling my friends names, and I include you as a friend, so I wouldn't want anyone calling you a name. Now, you might be at a point in your life where you're immune from someone calling you a name, but not everyone is, or not everyone wants to be. Hey, Big Al, we could run that by the governor. Oh, I see. He says, I know the photo you're talking about. Yogi, there was a photo you uploaded a while back. Your legs were like tree trunks. You sat in jeans with two ladies who look like you may have been on holiday. I was in Toronto. Olympic lifting at the time. I was doing tons of power cleans, snatches, clean and jerks, a lot of front squats. I was doing a lot of couplets where you do front squat and then you immediately rack it. You do like 3 reps and then you get under the rack and you do back squats. You can do the other way around. Let's see, Big Al. This carries a lot of weight because it comes from the governor. Everyone has varying opinions. The key is to choose words that don't offend. Also, for me, the key is not everyone needs to know my opinion about everything. I don't even need to have an opinion about everything, just thoughts. And opinions can shift. So why offer my opinion when it can change tomorrow? Why offer my opinion when it could be completely wrong? Why offer my opinion when I only know a little bit of what's going on in any given situation? The world doesn't need one more opinion. Just doesn't. No offense to anyone, and that's my opinion. And I'll stick with it, and you can throw it away if you want, and I won't be offended even a little bit. He says, Cryptic, did I come at you? And sorry if I did, I don't remember seeing you. Yeah, I don't remember this going on, and I could say right off the bat, I seriously doubt that Lee would come at you. Lee, you strike me as being a very thoughtful person, um, who feels your way intuitively in a given situation. You don't want to like come on too strong too quickly and maybe offend. You'd rather feel people out and see what the situation calls for before you commit to something like calling someone out. Hey Debs, I was there and said someone had a YouTube screen open, causing it. Miss Flipper, what was said was it didn't bother us to him in chat. I gave reason. I didn't see any chat attack going on. Someone says, leave me alone. Here I was giving my opinion and I missed a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to take me a bit to catch up. Sorry, guys. How did that happen? How did I miss all this stuff? Heavenly Star says, he came at you. Let's see. Fries with Fries with Her Guys says, hi. I like that name. Fries with Her Guys. All right. I'm not going to be able to catch up with everything. Summer says, I'm very bad, Moody. I'm sorry, Summer. Adam says, Cryptic, I hate to be argumentative, but if the microphone was annoying to you, that is not an objective fact. That is a subjective experience. Why does that seem like a perfect Adam comment? So observational with like given lots of room to think about. Like just perfect. Makes me appreciate how much I appreciate Adam. We hear you're cryptic, but you can leave the drama out of this zone of zen. Tiger King says, down but don't want to say on here why, but crying a lot, Eric. So Tiger King, you never have to say why if you don't want to, but when you let us know that you're down, know that we love you. I'm sorry that you're feeling down. Sending you a big, big, big hug, my friend. If you ever do want to talk about it, you're always welcome to. Sometimes we just don't want to, and sometimes it's just enough to let people know that you're down and you need a friend. And you have a friend right here. Lee says, Tiger King, can I help? Which is what Lee does. Someone says, my name is Moody. Oh, so now you're losing us here, Cryptic. This has little to do with a um, this has nothing to do with an echo. If that's not an opinion, you actually can't form an opinion about that because you don't know. Adam says, however, Yogi's glasses annoy me, but he doesn't care. Too far. Too far. We were having I was just sitting here saying wonderful things. Did I just freeze, guys? I think I froze for a second. I was just sitting here saying wonderful things about Adam. Here I was saying I'm immune to people's opinion, but that hurt, man. So, yep, on this we will not have a civil conversation. Alduck says I'll ban him if Sniper doesn't. Yep, we are an unpickable zone. You know, hey Northwest, unpickable zone, meaning we don't allow anyone to pick on anyone. Cryptic, I would not allow anyone to pick on you. And again, that's not even really an opinion that you're offering because you simply don't know. I'll let Adam cover that. He was good. His explanation with the echo. I bet he has an even better explanation for this. That's right, Debs. Thank you. Hey, Becca. Hey, Hidel. I didn't see you come in. Eldog says, I love you, Summit. Eldog, you are one heck of a good guy, my friend. I could not be, could not be happier being with such a group of people. I'm trying to scroll up and down so I don't miss anything, but obviously I'm going to. Hey, Stitchy. Stitch is here. She's probably going to want me to say booger, but I'm not going to say it. Sorry, Stitch. I will not say booger anytime during this entire live stream. Becca says, say Yogi. Becca, thanks for coming back. It all says Northwest. Why? I'm so confused. Cryptic got hidden from the channel. Tiff says rewind if you must know. If you must know. Eldog says, Yogi, it takes a lot of crap to grow a good plant. It does. Michael says, by the way, Yogi, this stream was like from both my channels. Thank you, Michael. Much appreciated. Sichi says, you just did. I didn't. I was only saying it to tell you what I wouldn't say. I only said booger, so I would tell you that I would not say booger. Northwest says, well, you said it. It's a technicality, though. Heavenly Star says, I'm not going to let people disrespect Yogi Bear stream. I'm going to just go and get myself together. Hey, we're good. Heavenly Star, as long as you're happy here, everything's good. Never worry about me. But I think we're good. Great. Eldog says he's gone. Man, it switched. He was talking about an echo, and then it went totally different direction. Michael says, Yogi, you just booger? You just booger? Not me, man. Northwest, how you doing, my friend? There he goes again, saying booger. No, I'm reading it. There's a difference. I'm trying to make this point to everyone. I was telling this to Stitch. Reading and saying is two different things, right? I'm sticking by this. Can't rewind enough to get the full picture. I'll tell you the truth, my friend. I don't think there's anything to get. I believe our friend Cryptic just wanted to reiterate what he was saying yesterday. I'm glad I missed it yesterday. I was engaged with Miss Blipper. Adam says, my eyes are goofy today. So many awesome people here today. There are. I appreciate you guys sticking up for one of us. Sniper says, Tiger King, he doesn't. Some people come here with negative intentions. It's a lesson for both of us, for both parties. Becca says, we British say bugger often. It's a perfectly good expression. How would you use that in a sentence, Becca? The question is, if he said what he said yesterday and he got the response that he deserved, why come to reiterate it today, other than wanting to start some kind of an issue? Tiger King says, Eric thought no one could hide. No, I wouldn't say no one. Some people do. There's no hard, set, fast rules, except for one. We take care of our own. We take care of each other. We take care of each other in every situation that we're capable of doing it. We do not let our friends get picked on. Any of them. We won't let anyone pick on you, Tiger King. I wouldn't let anyone pick on Cryptic. And everyone knows how we feel about Selma. Everyone knows that Selma is our little sister. We just don't let it happen. And there was no need for it to happen. It wasn't even, like you said, he was like opinion. I'm assuming but that wasn't an opinion. That was just cruelty. Why would he assume that he's at a level above anyone else's, anywhere, in any situation? What an assumption. You guys know the 4 agreements, right? Sitch says, laughing. Look at that laugh. Yogi said, Booger, technically I read it. It's in the bylaws. If you don't know the bylaws, it's because I haven't gotten around writing them yet. But when I do write one, that's going to be at least number 6. Yeah, that sums it up, Hadel. Now you guys are in trouble. Now you guys are in trouble. When the governor steps up to make a proclamation, I don't know what he's going to say, but all I know is, guys, you are in trouble. Take it away, Governor.
Well, good sir, I have just one proposition for you. How's about we sing happy birthday for the chat?
We can do that. Or are we going?
That's how I picture a governor in the US would speak.
It depends.
A nice southern drawl.
Well, yeah, it's southern governor, but what if the governor was from Boston?
I still can't the accent. The car.
You know I was going to go with Boston. You had to have known that. So we don't really have. Let me apply to Tiger King real quick. We don't really have rules. We have the way things feel. When it feels like someone that we love is getting attacked, then we do what we want to do. How's that sound, Big Al?
Repeat that. Sorry, I was eating. My bad.
I said the most profound thing I've ever said on the internet in 20-some years, and you were eating and missed the entire thing.
I'm eating a pizza.
All right. In that case, it's acceptable because it's a pizza. Tiger King was talking about rules, and I said we don't really have rules, but we don't allow someone that we love to be picked on, and we will act accordingly when they are.
No, that's very true. I agree with every word. I did say myself. I can't actually remember what I commented now. I said something about my first comment was everyone has opinions. We're all entitled to an opinion. Everyone has, the basic human right of an opinion. But I said everyone's allowed an opinion. It's just, choosing words very carefully not to offend people. There are plenty of things I could say. So day in, day out, I see comments on YouTube and in other places of people talking crap about my country. I see people from all around the world talking crap about my country. And, as a proud Englishman, I am willing to defend my country and defend, I have pride. I've served my country, so I have pride for my country.
Sure.
And I'm willing to defend it. But I choose very carefully what I say. I don't have anything against Americans. However, and this is not, aimed at anyone here, because no one here has ever said anything. There has been many times Americans on YouTube have said stuff about British food, British culture, the Royal Guards, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, how, you see stuff on TV and think you have the right to an opinion on. Now, okay, you do have the right to an opinion. I chose the wrong word there. Exactly, made my own point. Somewhere and go, oh yeah, I'm going to believe that. I'm going to take that as gospel. I could quite easily come in here and say anything I wanted. And providing that people don't know anything about the subject, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. You'd have to take my word for it.
Sure.
But when it's the media, people do take the word for it because the media are this big thing, right? They're a big organization, a big corporation, and so people do believe that. But then you see all sorts of things like over here, I see things about America, but I don't take it all, you know, as every word I've got to cling on to because I know that some of it's not true. Because I paid attention in school when it came to geography and it came to history. I paid attention, so I know quite a bit about America. Like, so a lot of people go on about 1776 when America beat us, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, all that kind of the War of Independence, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of Americans, surprisingly, this surprised me, a lot of Americans don't know that the British burnt the White House down in 1812, which is why the White House is white. And Americans don't know that. And but I wouldn't.
I didn't know that was why it was white. I did know they burned it, but I didn't know that was why it was white.
Yeah, the British sailed up is it the Potomac River,
yeah,
and set fire to the White House in 1812. It was whitewashed, which is why it's white. So, yeah.
Oh, cool. Hey, I got to interrupt for 1 second because a couple people came in that I haven't said hi to. And I apologize. I didn't see Nightmare come in. I want to say hey to Nightmare. I also want to say to Nightmare, Nightmare does not live in Edinburgh, by the way. Big Al, in case you were wondering where does Nightmare live, he does not live in Edinburgh.
Right, okay.
All right. And Willow, I wanted to say hi to Willow. And I think, hey, Kevin, I want to say hi to Kevin. Hey, Nightmare, does that make you happy? Cat survived. Cat, we haven't done breath work yet, so I'm glad that you're back.
All right. Hello, Cat, my lovely tomato.
You had to throw in that tomato, man. You had to throw it in and try to make me look bad in front of Cat.
I had to say, I didn't have to make you feel bad or look bad. I just wanted to call Cat my tomato because she loves it. She does love it.
Heavenly Star says, Brother Nightmare, I couldn't be mad at you. All right. Yogi, I've been here for a while. Thanks for the Edinburgh attempt. Throughout always make me happy. Hey, Big Al, can you say Edinburgh the way it's said, the way it's supposed to be said?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. You did that well. Dog says, Yogi, Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Yeah,
yes,
Edinburgh.
But that's not what Nightmare wanted to hear. He wanted me to say Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
That's good. Can you do a Scottish accent?
When I've been doing it for a while, yeah. I can't just do it off the bat. I have to, I have moments where I sit here saying random things in random accents. So yeah. Now, if I'm in one of my moods where I'm saying something, I could do it, but I can't just out with it because I'd offend people. Let's be honest. I would straight up offend people with my attempt at an accent off the bat.
Hey, Percolated Fish says, I can never trash talk about England. They make the best cigarettes and duffel coats. Is that true?
What's that? What was that? Sorry?
Percolated Fish, our friend Adam says, I can never trash talk. I can never talk trash about England. They make the best cigarettes and duffel coats.
Cigarettes I can't comment on. I've never smoked. I don't smoke, so I can't comment on cigarettes. Duffel coats? I don't own a duffel coat. I used to as a kid.
So you can neither confirm nor deny.
Not really, no. Not on those two things. You ask me about fish and chips and mushy peas, and I can tell you all about mushy peas.
Yes, you have quite extensively.
But I can't. No, but when it comes to cigarettes and duffel coats, not my subjects of choice, really.
Let's see. Hey, Mohammed, my friend, how are you?
And tea as well. Let's talk about tea. We can talk about tea. We can talk about tea all the time.
Where does tea come from in England? Do you guys have tea fields? Do you grow your own teas?
That's a good question. I don't know. All I know, because it's all I ever seem to see on the internet, is we imported tea from China. And I
Right.
think that's actually a true fact. I don't think that's actually like,
Probably.
I don't think that's crap that people talk or hate. I think that's genuinely. I think tea was invented in China in the 1600s.
Right. Tiger King wants to know what Big Al has on his pizza.
Just cheese, because they ran out of any other with any other toppings. So I just bought the ones that they
If
had left.
you were gonna get some, what would you have had on it?
I was looking at the spicy chicken one.
Huh,
Speaking of
interesting.
spicy chicken, didn't get the spicy chicken pizza, so I got some spicy chicken fillets.
Muhammad says, Yogi, my friend, please, I need your Facebook. I can do that. I can do that in just a minute.
Devlo's wrong, by the way. He says we robbed India for tea. We didn't. We got tea from China. We got spices from India.
Were you sure you didn't get any tea?
Well, I'm not saying we didn't get any tea from India, but we got tea was the biggest import from China, and then we got spices and stuff from India. It's funny that everyone says this, but Indians actually like us. Okay, we had an empire. We went over there and made them part of the empire and all that stuff, but they didn't have a problem serving with the British Army or serving as part of the British Army during the Second World War and the First World War. And I don't know, out of a lot of people that I don't like, I do like India and Indian people. Is why at the minute I'm trying to stay out of any talks. There's a lot of things going on with Pakistan and India, and I'm just trying to stay out of it. I
Right.
brought it up, I know, but obviously it's because we're talking about stuff and I can't just, But no, I'm staying out of anything to do with any conflicts at the minute.
I try to stay out of all of it.
Partially on that point, it's because I don't know much about Pakistan. The only thing I know it's wrong. It's not wrong, but I know it's not. I don't know. Can't think of the word. But the only thing I know about Pakistan really is that it's where Osama bin Laden hid. It's where his compound was.
Right. Hey, Deblo.
Other than that, I don't know much about Pakistan, so I don't have an opinion of the place.
I know that before 1948, it was joined with India, and they separated. I guess largely over religious differences, but maybe political as well. That I don't know. Becca says I have
Yeah.
Hindu friends. She says a city in England that I can't pronounce and has the biggest Hindu community in England.
That's Leicester, Yogi.
Leicester. Got it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's it's not like the individual letters, like the LEI aren't like pronounced. It's just Leicester. Like a lot of Americans, when I watch like food reviews of people from different countries trying different foods, like from the UK, for example, they'll say Leicestershire, and it's actually just Leicestershire. And Worcestershire as well, but it's just Worcestershire.
Is that where the sauce comes from?
I believe so.
Is it? Well,
Unless I've been lied to my life.
Sniper says, and if you can confirm this or not, cricket solves everything.
Not for England, it doesn't, because we always lose.
Maybe that's part of the solution to losing cricket for the sense of world peace. I don't know. Oh, Worcestershire, says L-Dog.
It's not Shire, it's Shire.
I'm not going to get it, Big Al. I'm going to save you years of aggravation.
No, I'll be the resident translator.
Okay, I can do that. I can appreciate that. As a governor, your job is to be diplomatic, by the way.
It's funny. I say I'll be the resident translator. People are going to type random words, and I'm going to struggle to read them. That's how that's how life works. You say I'm going to do something, and then you can never actually do it.
Hey, 1 second. Hey, Stitch, are you still here? If Stitch comes back, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you say booger in your most British, Britishy that you can properly British?
Bugger.
That was good. That was really good. All right. I hope Stitch was here to hear that. She makes her laugh, and anything we can do for our friend Stitch to make her laugh, we're going to take that extra step.
I may have missed something, but what's wrong with Stitch? If I'm allowed to ask.
I didn't ask her today. She's just sad.
Right. Okay. We all have days like that. We're allowed to feel like that. But when she comes back, I will definitely say bugger. We use bugger
Right.
a lot over here. So if someone makes you jump, you go bugger me. Someone winds you up, you say bugger off. Yeah, we use lots of ways you can use bugger. The F word as well. I know you don't like it, Yogi, so I won't say it. But the F word, there's lots of different ways you can use the F word.
I'm assuming you mean falafel.
Yes, Yogi, of course. It's the
So.
only F word I know.
Tiger King wants to know what football team do you like?
Ew, football, yuck.
So you don't even like a particular team?
No, I watch England when they play, obviously. But no, I don't support any football team. My stepdad supports Liverpool, as do my brothers. My sister's husband supports Manchester United.
Right. Heather says she's very hurt right now. Our friend Stitch, Heavenly Star, but we will definitely do our best to cheer her up. Adam, Percolated Fish says, I want Big Al to try to pronounce French words to my ex-wife. I don't think he would ever try to correct anyone's pronunciation again.
What was that, sorry?
Says, I want Big Al to try to pronounce French words to my ex-wife. I don't think he would ever try to correct anyone's pronunciation again. Can you speak French?
No, I dislike French. The language, I mean, not the people. Because I'll explain it because I don't want people thinking I'm being, racist or anything. Over here, I don't know about in America, but over here, and it might have changed as well. So someone correct me if it has. I'm speaking back from when I was in school. Over here, you had to learn a language. You had no choice. You had to learn a language. For me, I had to learn French, and then when I went into year 9, I had to learn German. But then when I was in year 10, we could choose a language. And since I'd already done French and German, I was like, well, let's do some Spanish. I did Spanish for the rest of my school life. And I do love Spanish. But no, the French language, I can't speak it. I hated speaking French in school. I hated learning it. So I can't speak it. But the French people mostly are nice. And I know Anna is French.
Yep.
So, no offense to you, Anna. It's the language, not the people.
My German instructor, my first year in high school, said on behalf of all the German people, he felt that he could quite properly speak on their behalf. Said, please, please, please never visit and never, ever again attempt to use the language. Which was fair enough.
Spanish is some words, many words in Spanish are similar to English. They're quite close. Some, obviously, the pronunciation is a little bit different, but some words look almost the same with maybe a few letter changes. So it's Spanish is a lot easier than French anyway.
That's what I've heard.
And German is the hardest language in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. As I said, my opinion. Maybe people find it easier than Spanish. I don't know, but I prefer Spanish, and then it'd be French, and then German if I had to have 3 languages as top 3, I suppose.
What do you view on this, and anyone else? Language to learn.
went blank on my screen, Yogi. It blacked
Yeah, so
out. I didn't hear.
I went blank here too. I've been told by quite a few people that English, of course, we speak it, so it's easy for us, but that English is a very hard language to learn for a non-English, non-native English speaker.
Yeah. There's a large percentage. Well, I don't think it's as large as I'm thinking. Actually, now I've said it, but there's a large percentage of the world that actually does speak English as a first or second language, which is a thing I remember from school. Weirdly,
Huh.
I was going to make a joke, Yogi, by the way, and say, because obviously you said that you speak English, I was going to make a joke and say that the Americans don't speak English.
Technically, I
speak-
guess
They speak
American-
a broken version of it.
you could say rightly that we speak American. Even in America, we have subdivisions.
Yeah. Now I was again. I don't mean to offend or anything, Yogi. I was making a poor joke.
Man, you will not offend me as far as talking about the American language, because even Americans listen to me and like, what is that guy saying? I don't understand a single thing that he's trying to say.
There are some words that Americans pronounce that winds me up a little bit. Like basil, for example. It's really weird that Americans call it basil.
What do you call it?
Basil.
Basil. Obviously, you're incorrect, but basil. It's right there on the label, Big Al.
There is one thing that's made me laugh quite recently. I saw in a comment on YouTube an American slating the English language or English people and saying about how we ruin words or I can't remember what it exactly said, but I had to point out that Americans also use French words as well as the English, like touche. When we use touche, that's a French word.
Right.
And there are many others that I actually can't think off the top of my head. There's loads of them. They've all just gone out of my head. But touche is a French word, and that guy didn't even realize it. He's talking crap about everyone, and it's
That's
like, well, hold on, you use words that aren't American or
That's
English.
what Devla sort of mentioned up above. He said, I could see English being quite difficult. So many languages went into it.
Yeah, because in the English language, there's Latin that's still used. There's obviously there's French. There's probably other languages I don't know go into the English language, if I'm honest, because I never studied language properly. I failed my English language in school. I had to retake it when I went to college. I'm not ashamed of that. We all mess up sometimes, and I did. But no, yeah, I know that Latin is used. The biggest place, like in the UK, that I know, not the place, but Latin is used on most like government buildings and stuff. So
Right.
courts, they all have Latin. Obviously, I can't read Latin. I don't know what any of it says. But courts have Latin on the courthouses. Every branch of the armed forces uses Latin as their motto. My regiment's motto was "Per ardua ad astra," and that translates to "through adversity to the stars."
Wow.
And that's the only Latin that I can remember. In fact, I think Americans, the US Marines, Semper Fi. I'm sure that's Latin as well.
It is. Yep.
I can't remember what that means. I did Google that at one point to see what Semper Fidelis meant, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I might have known it one time too, but I can't remember.
The paras over here, they have para apparatus something, and that literally means fall from the sky or something roughly to that translation.
Lee
It may not have been
says,
the paras now.
right.
Go
Lee
on,
says,
sorry,
I like,
Yogi.
that's okay. Lee says, I like how Americans say garage. You guys say garage, right?
Depends. Some English people say garage. Some people, myself, I say garage because I'm not posh. It's posh people that say garage.
Oh.
In my opinion.
So I've
And
never been told.
I would absolutely not ever call any Americans posh. I've never seen a posh American anywhere, and that is meant with all the offence that was in there. I'm messing, of course.
No. From now on, I say garage. I'm gonna consider myself posh from now on. Hey, Stitch. Stitch, my friend. I have a special surprise for you. Big Al, if you could take it away for our friend Stitch.
Oh look, it's Stitch, the bugger.
Can you British it up just a little bit more?
That bugger Stitch has arrived.
Perfect. There you go. Although to be fair, I didn't say to call her a booger. I said
it's hard to put bugger in a word without being. I couldn't just say, "Oh, look, Stitch is here, bugger off," because that's not nice.
So you could say
it's difficult.
you could say, Yogi. I can't tell for certain, but is that a booger hanging out of your nose? Or let's see. There's got to be another way of saying it, right? You want to know how this whole thing got started?
Go ahead. I'm all in.
I was having a conversation with Kat, and she virtually flicked a booger at me. And she'll say, no, I didn't. She did. And I said, I'm going to let everyone know. I'm going to let Stitch know that you flicked the booger. And she said, she'll never believe you. But now we know the truth.
And did she believe you?
I don't know. Stitch, did you believe me that Kat flicked the booger at me?
I've got to say, Yogi, I don't believe you. Kat would never do such a thing. My beautiful tomato would never do such a thing.
She most certainly would. And then she laughed about it. And then she said, no one will believe you. And it was almost, she almost threw her head back with an evil laugh when she said that. Stitch says, no, how would she do that? She did it virtually. Stitch doesn't believe me.
I don't believe I'm going to say this, Yogi, but it'll be the first and last ever time I'll say it. I think you're lying.
Here's the thing. One of the 5 yamas of yoga, which is the 5 ethical principles to truly be practicing yoga, is to always tell the truth.
So, as I said, first and last time I'd ever say it, but I think you're lying, because Kat would never do such a thing.
Look at her. Oh my God. Thank you, Miguel. You know, just by saying that she did it, that she actually did it. You can't see right through that act. Miguel, you know how it is, right?
I know how it is. Kat's a lovely woman. She would never do such a thing.
She is a lovely woman. She's a
beautiful tomato.
Let's see. Kat says, sisters before misters. Heavenly Star says, Kat is Heavenly. You too. Come on, Heavenly. It's right in my title, Yogi. Just a yogi. It's impossible for me to lie. It might not be impossible to slightly bend the truth. Well, not bend the truth. I might embellish the truth for the sake of a story, but the truth itself remains. It's an ethical principle. Adam says, I can't even imagine a cat having boogers. It was huge. It was a huge booger. To be fair, it was an imaginary booger on a stick.
I'm going to tear the chat. I'm going to tear this lovely community in half. It's going to be 2 sides. Because
no, there won't be 2 sides because no one's believing me. There's only one side.
There is going to be 2 sides. If you think Kat's telling the truth, if you don't believe Kat would ever flick a booger at Yogi, put Kat's name in the chat. If you take Yogi's side and believe Yogi is telling the truth, put Yogi in the chat. And if you don't put Kat in the chat, then you're all traitors and you don't belong here. And I will ban each and every single one of you.
Stitch says, Cat Stitch, I thought for sure you would take my side. Stitch is double voting. And I got Big Al. Thank you. L Dog. L Dog has my back. Stitch is triple voting. Cat is voting for herself.
It's allowed.
And she voted twice for herself. Look at this. This is. I don't want to sound like a particular politician, but this election is fixed. It's fixed.
I didn't tell anyone who to vote for. I gave everyone their own choice of voting.
So wait a minute.
The only way that I said vote for anyone is when I mentioned both of your names. If I'd said put Kat's name in the chat if you think Kat's telling the truth, and don't put Yogi's name in the chat if you think Yogi's telling the truth, then it would be unfair because we'd be saying Kat's name, and that would be unfair. That would be fixed. However, this was completely, totally fair.
This is a rigged election. I see it. Now, wait a minute. Stitch says Kat Yogi. Is she saying Kat, I'm voting for... Is she saying Yogi, I'm voting for Kat Yogi, or is she taking both sides? That's what I want to know. Nightmare's going to sit on the fence. Heavenly Star says, I'm not choosing. Becca says she can't vote. Sniper says, let's see. Sniper, Ever the Diplomat, says Yogat.
Well, I'm taking that as Kat because it ends in at. And I'm also taking. You want this to be a fixed election? I fixed it, right? So Nightmare says, "Can I sit on the fence on this one?" That's a vote towards Kat because cats sit on fences. Heavenly Star says, "I'm not choosing." Cats can never make up their mind, so that's a vote for Kat. So there you go. You've each voted for Kat there. You can't get out of it. Sorry, Big Al is the voice of reason. There's a reason I'm the governor, and there you go. There is a dictatorship, but the votes are still one-sided.
Very one-sided. Because Kat voted for herself like 16 times. Stitch has voted for Kat like 17 times. The only one that's voted for me has been like straight out, has been L-Dog. L-Dog's got my back. Percolated says, I need more facts. Stitch is voting for us both. I'll accept that, Stitch. What say you, Governor?
You what, sorry?
Stitch has voted for us both.
I can't turn that around. Not right now. There's, yeah. Other than saying, repeating myself and saying cats are undecisive,
I'm going to dive in the chat for 1 second here. I want to add to our friend Tiger King. Tiger King, we were having a great time hanging out with you tonight. No one's picking on you. Hey, James. James Skype Guy is here. James Skype Guy, why are you not a mod? Let me fix that. Anyone here who is looking to grow their YouTube channel to make some meaningful connections, James Skype Guy was a huge help for me. It's a truly, truly good guy. I don't know why he's not put it up. I know he was at one time. Anyway, just a big shout out to James. Wonderful guy. So I just want to add to Tiger King. No one's ever ignoring you or picking on you. And even if someone does ignore you, it might be because they don't resonate and they don't want to cause any trouble. I'm not saying that's the case. The best thing to do in any live stream, but I think particularly this one, is relax. Just relax. It's all good. Every little bit of it.
The only person I know has ignored Tiger King is me, and it wasn't on purpose. It's because one, we were chatting, but also Squirrel Sniper answered him on my behalf. He asked me if I was posh, and at the time we were talking and conversed. And by the time I sort of wanted to say anything, we'd kind of long gone past the comment. But like I say, Squirrel did answer him on my behalf and said I'm not posh, and I'm in no way posh. My nickname while I was serving was Posh Boy because there were certain things that I said or did that made me look posh or was posh, but in no way am I posh at all. No, I'm not. So
was it the nail polish?
I will nor confirm nor deny.
That was a perfect answer, Big Al. That was a perfect answer. That made me smile. So all I want to add, Becca's relatively new here, but she has quickly become someone that I very much enjoy having her here. I don't want anything to affect her being here whatsoever. Tiger King, I absolutely love you being here too, but almost every single live stream, you're offended by someone for something that never truly really happened, and it can be very stressful to you. I can imagine to always have to be offended by something, and hey, Chef Mary, it can be a little stressful. So some people who just come here to have a laugh, and occasionally we talk about some meaningful stuff. So, yep, all you have to do, Tiger King, if someone strikes you as wrong, I'm not taking sides, but if someone strikes you as having done something that has offended you, just ignore them. You don't have to ask them to block you or anything like that. Simply ignore them, and everything will be cool. As long as that's okay.
I apologize for laughing in there, Yogi, but it was funny the way you were given. I'm going to call it a lecture. It was funny the way you were given a lecture, and then just said hi to Chef Mary in the middle of it, and then got back to what you're saying. That was quite funny.
Well, just because I'm giving off a emotional rant on a given subject is no reason to ever be impolite, Big Al.
Of course not.
And as British who are, in my opinion, or at least maybe my view, are even when they are upset and angry, they're almost always polite.
It's funny you should say that. No, I weren't going to say anything because I always seem to turn everything around on me, and it always seems to be me complaining about something. But it is very funny that you've mentioned that, Yogi, and I'm going to say this purely just because the subject has been brought up, because otherwise I would have not said anything. I was nearly knocked off my bike today by a woman on her phone. She came right up next to me, and I nearly got squished between her car and the bus. It was that bad that even after we pulled over, and I admit I yelled at the woman driving a car because the whole thing made her jump. And as soon as she got out of the car, she tried to apologise, and obviously I was being a bit hot-headed. I think it was justified. I was, one, it's kind of frightening, nearly being squished. And two, obviously, it was a bit irritating that she was on her phone. So she got out of the car and apologised. And I said, you need to use your eyes. I used some impolite words that I'm going to skip out. But I said, you need to use your eyes. And the fact you're on your phone, and I made you jump by being there when other people had already seen me and moved out of the way. I was like, I'm skipping a lot of words there. So it's, yeah. But there was another bloke who stopped his car because he saw the whole thing, and even he had a go at her. But then after we'd been stood there for about 5 minutes. Obviously, I was quite mad. I was shaking. I was pacing up and down the pavement, and this bloke was talking to the woman. After about 5 minutes of me stood there ranting because I was mad. I then turned around and hugged the woman. Like, we both gave each other a hug, and I said, "It's fine. Just can you stealth your phone while you're driving?" Because it wouldn't have been so bad. And it's law in the UK to not use your mobile devices while driving anyway. But it would not have been too much of a problem had it been in some kind of holder on the dashboard or on the window somewhere. But it was on her lap. She was physically looking down at her lap, which makes it even worse. She's not even looking ahead. I mean, there was me, but she could have hit the back of the bus. Anyone could have been crossing the road. It was like 3:15. So school kids would have been crossing the roads at that time, going home. It's like you could have hit anybody. You could have squished me. You could have crashed into the back of the bus. You could have done anything. So, like I say, I was mad. But like I say, my point being, because you brought it up, I was mad, but then still my politeness shone through, and in the end we gave each other a hug and got on our way. And it was like, it's one of the things like because you brought it up, Yogi. That's the only reason I mentioned it. But it was right. Really, it's one of those moments where you're so mad, but at the same time you can still sort of forgive someone for their mistake. I think she'll learn not to be on her phone anymore. From the whole thing, she was very shook. She was actually as shook as I was. I was mad and stressed and a little bit, but she was a bit like, oh my gosh, I nearly hurt somebody, and I think she'll now not go on her phone again while driving.
Yeah, I could see that. So an important lesson learned all the way around, and You prove my point about the politeness of the British.
Indeed.
Let's see. Let me say hi to Jace. Jace is here. Let's see. And Shirley is here. Hi, Shirley.
I'm just looking at a question from. It's gone. Where's it gone? Oh, percolated fish there. Could you have said that a little nicer, Big Al? Which part? Which part percolated fish? The whole thing, like I say, in the end, she apologized to me. I apologized for some of the words I've said, but in the moment, and it's one of them where you have to kind of be there moments. If you've been in that situation yourself, you know what the stress is like. You know how, the kind of fear after nearly being squished. It's you don't think in the moment. You just say things that come into your head, and
Right.
But afterwards, I kind of, before we both left, because I would never leave straight away. We both apologized to each other. She apologized to me for obviously her part, and I apologized for swearing and shouting at her. But again, it's one of those instances where you don't think at the time. It's high stress, high pressure. It's like some of the training in the forces, for example. I've been in certain situations. I turned around once and told one of my corporals to piss off, and it was, it's like one of the worst things you can do is swear at one of your NCOs because they've given you an order. But we were on an exercise. We were using live ammunition, explosives, all that kind of stuff. It's high stress, high pressure, and I've got a corporal next to me telling me useless information when I'm trying to listen to what's going on in my headset and look at what's going on in front of me, so that I don't harm myself or any of my, oppos. And in the end, like after the exercise finished, I went over to him and I apologized, and he said, "No, you're absolutely fine. You reacted because the situation, everyone's life depended on paying attention." He said, "The fact that you ignored me and told me to, go away for the time being, is like, no, I completely understand that." And there was no action from it. It was forgotten about. He's like, "I won't say a word about it. You let the subject go. It's what it is." And it's, but it is. And like I say, with that incident today, it was high stress, high pressure, and it was
right.
Yeah, what was said was said. What I apologized for in the end.
Shirley says salute to Governor Big Al.
Hi, Jace. Hi, Shirley as well.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get ready to shut down the live stream, but I want to address a few issues, as things that are going on in the chat.
Okay, well, just quickly, Yogi, before you say that. When you've said what you need to say, can we end on a positive note? Because I actually did come up here to sing happy birthday with you for no reason whatsoever, but to turn everything positive. So if it's okay, say what you need to say and then we sing happy birthday.
Sure.
Awesome.
So I'm not exactly 100% sure what to say. We had what some people might call a little drama. That's going to happen in every single live stream, but doesn't mean everyone needs to participate in it. Drama only becomes drama when everyone decides to participate. If someone comes in and states their opinion about something, when someone came in and stated their opinion, as our friend Cryptic did, and when we knew, as soon as we knew the direction that he was going, he was removed. I make no apologies whatsoever. No one is going to come after a friend of ours without facing repercussions. Not every opinion is valid, and not every opinion needs to be said when it concerns someone that we care so deeply about. We won't allow it. And I'll make no apologies about that. As far as other stuff, Tiger King. From this point on, I'm not going to engage in hurt feelings. I understand and respect your hurt feelings, but no one was attempting to hurt your feelings. Lee actually explained what Becca explained, that she is a little slow in reading the comments, that she has explained that she's dyslexic, and everyone approaches it the way they want to approach it. Not every comment needs to be read. Not every person needs to say hi to someone else. You never know why. We only see one little, we see our interpretation of a story that we're telling. And it's a story and it's only our interpretation. We never see the entirety of it. So to make an assumption that this person did this is always going to be wrong. And it is always going to leave you feeling as if you've been offended in some way. Not just you, Tiger King, but all of us. If we view that our story has been misread or mistreated, then we're always going to go around, we're always going to be offended, and we're always going to be unhappy, we're always going to be stressed. Tiger King, I hope you realize fact. If you don't mind, I'm going to read very quickly. Well, two things. I'm going to restate the three gates, which is a Zen adage that before we say anything, is it true? Everything has to pass, every thought before it's said should pass three gates. Is it true? Not is your version true? Not do you want it to be true? Not do you wish it be true? It is it true? Does it need to be said? Is it essential? Number two. Number three, is it kind? If it doesn't pass any of those three things, really doesn't need to be said. And then the last thing I'm going to say, the four agreements. You ever heard of the four agreements, Big Al?
Sorry, I have a mouthful.
I suspected that you did, which is why I like asking you questions when your mouth is full. Four things to consider: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. So right off the bat, we can see that you took so much personally, and that you were making assumptions of what someone else was doing in the chat, but we'd never know. The assumption is always an assumption. It's only a version, our story, our interpretation of events. It's not true. So I would ask people to take that under consideration. And other than that, I'm not going to participate in it anymore. That's it. Big Al, do you have your mouth full?
Not anymore.
I was going to ask you to take a big bite, and then we're going to sing happy birthday.
I can do that, yeah. It won't end well, but I can do that.
As long as I don't have to see it.
You won't have to see it.
And it says the Four Agreements. It's a very important book. So I mentioned before that, my channel is not for everyone. Do things a little bit differently. I don't try to avoid drama, but I don't court it by any means. The reason why I don't avoid it is because you can't. It means I'd have to, anytime anyone came in with something that I didn't like, whatever, and I labeled it drama, I'd have to cut them out. Everything's a lesson. What is a lesson you wish to take? Tiger King says, well, Eric, why can I ever be right all the way that get blamed? We're not blaming you for anything. But the reason why you can't be right is because you don't know that you're right. That's the issue. I don't know that I'm always right, so I try not to make those assumptions. Tiger King, I don't want to make an assumption about you. I don't want to make an assumption about anyone here. All I know is that you're relatively new here, Tiger King. Some of the people here in the chat I have known for years. Some I've known for a couple of months, some I've known for a couple of weeks, but they've always been very kind and very polite. What I know about you, Tiger King, and I do like you, I do appreciate you being here, is that you are almost always offended by something or someone. And that limits you. When you go through life looking for offenses, you're always going to find someone to take you up on it. Someone will always find that. Percolated Fish says, my thoughts don't mean anything, Yogi. Which is why I ignored your comments about my glasses.
Sorry, Yogi, I didn't know you was going to speak. Sorry.
Oh, yep. One last thing. I understand what Adam's saying about his thoughts not meaning anything, but I always appreciate him. I know what he means 100%, but I always appreciate him. Thank you, Shirley. So on that note, we're going to sing happy birthday. Or do you have something you want to add as governor?
I was literally just going to say I've avoided the whole Tiger comment that's going on, the whole Tiger argument. Sorry, that's going on. The only one I did get involved in is when it first happened. Again, sorry that I'm going full circle. I defended Salma because I wasn't going to stand. I wasn't going to stand for what Crypto was saying. It was not very nice at all.
Yep. Always.
So I stepped in there. With this one, I haven't stepped in. I don't know what the heck's going on. So I've ignored this whole thing between Becca and Tiger. From my understanding, because I've got the same problem as Becca. I'm dyslexic, so I've not kept up with the whole thing, which is why sometimes people notice that I say hello to certain people and not others. It's not anything to do with not liking somebody. It's that I can't keep up with the chat sometimes. So I go back and read what I've missed, and then they get a hello. But anyway, my point is, I'm not taking sides, but from what I've been able to read, Becca has been ignoring Tiger. She hasn't said anything that would offend anybody. Tiger just doesn't like the fact he's being ignored, and for some reason he's finding things to be offended by rather than just moving past it all.
All right, I appreciate that, Big Al. But I see things going on in the chat. So as I said, I spoke my piece about it. I think I just timed myself out there for a second. I blinked out of existence. I could count the amount of people I've ever timed out on one hand. However, sometimes things become tiresome. I'm not being impatient, but I don't want my live stream to give this much effort. I really like Becca. I don't want Becca to not come back because she thinks that this is the way my live streams go. It isn't. But it has happened often because you are often offended. You're not sticking up for yourself because nothing happened. With that said, I'm done. I will not participate in it, and I won't have the chat participate in it. It's done.
No, I will back you up on that, Yogi. The chat is never normally like this. I don't know what's happened today. There's been some kind of glitch in the matrix where everyone's just having a bad time, it seems.
Yep. It got me so upset that I literally blinked out of existence for a second. Everyone saw that happen.
I think if it carries on, the whole chat needs the spoon waving at them.
You know, I'm not going to go that far, but let's just say I do have the spoon in hand as we speak.
I think Daddy Yogi will have to give us the daddy lecture.
And
teach us all like children and give us all the lecture, because it can't happen in the stream, Yogi. It's not great.
And I've learned this from Kat. If I put a booger right on the end there, I could be flicking it at the chat right now.
See, I knew you was lying. I knew it wasn't Kat. It was you doing it the whole time. You've just dropped yourself in it.
It was not me. You heard me say I learned this from Kat.
No, you did not say that at all. You said I will flick boogers at you all. That's all you said. You didn't say Kat showed you it. You said, and you just dropped yourself in it. That's it. Done.
Let's
sing happy birthday. No, I'm not listening to another word. La 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 la. Let's sing happy birthday.
If you review the evidence,
no. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
1 second.
No, I'm joking, Yogi, honestly.
Kat did say, by the way, Yogi just ends the live stream when you can't stroll out, which is true. I basically, because there's no point in going back and forth. So we just end it. So one thing to remember, L-Dog, is that Sniper's always top mod. And I say this half jokingly. I don't mess with Sniper. He knows what Sniper knows me as well as anyone knows me.
I
So
don't think I've ever. Sorry, I interrupted you again. I'm really sorry about that, Yogi.
that's all right. You know, I thought you were British and would never do such a thing, but that's okay. Big Al.
Ouch, my heart. Phone an ambulance.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I don't think I've ever hurt anyone's feelings in the chat, and if I ever have, it's been by accident. And even then, as far as I'm aware, I've apologized, and there's never been anything quite like what's happened in the chat today gone on ever in the entire time I've been coming. And what is that, Yogi? That's at least like half a year.
Right? Yeah.
I was here before Christmas. I know that much because I sang Happy Christmas to you up until Christmas, and
Yep.
even then I carried it on afterwards, and we're now in August. So that's a long time that I've been coming here, and in that whole time I've never seen anything quite like this. We've had a little bit of to and fro in the chat every now and again, but today it's just been what's gotten into people.
Kat says, I've seen this before. Yeah, it's happened before. One thing to remember is, you see, Sniper's a moderator extraordinaire, meaning he doesn't just have my back and every single person's back in here, including L-Dog, including you, including Tiger King. He has everyone's back, but he knows, if you see what he said about frequency, he knows that we want to set a certain vibrational tone, that we want to offer love in the face of what appears to not be love. We do not want to give in fear, and we don't want to get into any type of gang thought mentality, meaning that, where we all pick one side. We want to offer love, regardless what the situation is called for. Sniper knows that, so he helps beyond just keeping order. He helps me keep things in a loving way. So that's the way we do it. I'm appreciated to every single person here, including Tiger King, because Tiger King gave us an opportunity to talk about all of this stuff. I don't know what to say about Cryptic. It was not necessary. That wasn't an opinion. That was just being mean.
Yeah.
And that we won't put up with. If you want to come in and be mean to me, I'm fine with it. If you want to come in, be mean to Big Al, I'm fine with it. No, I'm not.
I'm fine. You know what? I'm fine with that because it brings me onto the subject of I will never be coming back here again because Nightmare Posts blames me apparently.
Well, don't want to say that I'm taking Nightmare's side, but just because I don't want to say it doesn't mean that I won't say it. I'm taking Nightmare's side.
I'm gonna cry. I'm genuinely, when this stream ends, I'm genuinely going to cry.
Let's see. Kat says, had Al to share channels, make friends. Had AI to share channel, make friends. Did I get that right?
No, she was replying to Hadal. Hadal reads. He asked why everyone's a moderator. And Kat was saying it's so that we can share channels and make friends with each other.
Honestly, it's because everyone pestered me so much. Make me a mod, make me a mod. I had enough. I decided I'm just going to make everyone a mod. There it is. Big Al.
I'm going to address Heavenly very quickly. I know he was joking. It's fine. I was being sarcastic. I wasn't being very good at sarcasm. I'm ashamed to call myself English at that point, or I shouldn't be allowed to call myself English ever again for that.
Thank you, Jace.
And Jace coming in clutch with £2.
Shirley says, "You're a girl, Selma. You will always be safe here, sweetheart." Yes. In an instant, Sniper's got you back. In an instant, Big Al's got you back. I like the fact that we have, Sniper top mod. But guys, I'll say it right here. If you ever see anyone being mean to Selma, Show him the door right off the bat. No questions asked. Henley says, "We love Big Al." We do love you, Big Al.
Well, I appreciate the love from
Stitch says,
heavenly.
I didn't beg him. You just modded me. Well, I had to mod you, Stitch, because you're Stitch. Stitch,
Yeah, I'll be honest, Yogi. I didn't beg at all. I came into your chat twice, and I think you gave me mod straight away.
Well,
But in all fairness, you had seen what I was like in Mark and Joe's chat. To be fair, so it wasn't I just came in randomly and you modded me. You had seen
Right.
what I was like in other places.
That's the way it is with most people. Is that I know them from other places when they visit. So, I love Mark and Joe. If you're hanging out with Mark and Joe and they have you modded up and they appreciate you, I know you're cool. So I'll go ahead and do it. He wants to know how your bike is now.
Bike's fine. I'm just a little bit stressed, but I'm ignoring that because now's not the time or place. The only reason I did bring it up is because you brought up the fact that we can argue and then be sort of kind to each other.
Right. So,
Kat, I did not bring any drama. I was lovely and kind to you and called you my tomato multiple times, and I'm always sweet to you because I love you. And now you're saying that I brought the drama. That's just uncalled for. Everyone put Yogi in the chat. We're on Yogi's side now. That's it. I've changed sides. I'm a traitor. I don't care. Yogi for king.
That sounded a little dramatic of you. It sounded a little dramatic of you, Big Al.
Well, Kat says I bring the drama, so why not be dramatic? I'll show you what drama is.
Hey, Daisy. Adam says, I require a good joke.
All I can say is, Kat, wait until you do your next stream, and I'll bring the sass.
Hey, MTL, I appreciate that. MTL says he brings his best behavior in here. Much appreciated. But you know what?
I think everyone does for the most part.
And I appreciate that too. But again, it's not that I'm saying, guys, this is a drama-free place. It isn't. No place on the internet is. And to insist anything be a certain way, but when it's the same drama every day, that's when it gets tiresome. And what I want more than anything is not to create a drama-free place, but to help people realize their drama-free state. Meaning, it's only drama when people choose to participate. If you see someone make a comment, you can just as easily wonder, why does this have to affect me? It doesn't. It doesn't have to affect you. You can choose peace instead of this in any single moment. And that's not towards anyone in particular. It's towards all of us, myself included. Any situation, I can choose peace. Kat says between 3 and 5 a.m. I might cry. Please be easy on me.
Oh yeah, I forgot how early it is for you, Kat. Sorry. No, I can't. I would never be cruel to my tomato anyway. I could never do it. I would never forgive myself.
Hey, Hadol, am I saying that right? Do you want to be modded up? You've been cool and polite. I'm going to make sure that I'm subscribed to you. I hope I am. I am not. I am. I am now, though, my friend. I appreciate you come in very often, and you remind me to be hydrated. So, anyone who is on a mission to hydrate the world gets a thumbs up. Nightmare says, I heard that wrong. What did you hear, Nightmare? Oh, you saying that you probably heard peas. Kat says, I am mushy from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. She had to throw in that mushy, didn't she, Big Al?
I will remember that because that's the perfect time for me to go in there, smoochy with my tomato.
Selma says, I love you, Big Al.
You know what, Yogi? I nearly told you I loved you then, Yogi. Oh, today. You know what, Salma? I love you too. And I speak for everyone, and I know everyone feels the same when I say we all love you as well.
Yes, you do. Hey, RW.
It's the one time where I can say something on behalf of everyone else and know that everyone else feels the same.
Right. This is true. Jay says he always wanted to be a beekeeper, but ended up a peacekeeper. You get it? Peacekeeper. Big Posh Al. Big Al Pasha's Hill. Sound nice, guy.
Thank you. You know what? I'm going to make my own army, and it is going to be just people dressed in green pea pod suits, and I'm going to think of different regiments and battalions and platoons for each and every one. They're not going to be platoons. They're going to be platoons.
Hey, I can't say that I like that thought, Big Al. I want to give a big welcome to Leo. Leo, how's your hand doing, my friend? Sniper says, I simply asked Eldog not to make negative, derogatory comments 3 times, and he came back with intent. After I warned him of his actions, every action has its reactions. That's how we react. All right, Sniper, you always know I got you back. Just hit a new freaking killed the routine. What was the PR? What'd you do, Leo? Man, hit a PR with a hurt hand.
Jace is on my side with the P-tune, by the way. Just saying.
I'm not even the least bit surprised. Big Al or Burpee Leo says, sorry, hand is just a hand. Glad I got 2. As long as I can close and grip, I will work. Gotcha. Can't say that I'm surprised, Leo. I've seen you work through some pretty big things before. Huddle says, as a healthy pH balancer, I love to mix apple cider vinegar to my water, but only a teaspoon. All right, that does it, Huddle. That absolutely does it. Enough is enough. You're modded up. You are modded up. You can't come in here giving healthy advice, asking people to hydrate without becoming a mod. That's how it works. I don't care what Big Al has to say about it. Sorry, Big Al.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything about it until you said that, Yogi.
I know. But I had to call you out. Because you were sitting here silently for a while. I had to stir the pot a little bit.
I was listening and trying to finish my pizza that's now very cold.
Well, Leo did the shot caller. Shot caller is 500 Navy SEALs. 1 hour and 39 minutes. That is fast.
In 1 hour, 5 minutes, did I hear?
1 hour and 39 minutes.
Oh, 39 minutes.
Yeah.
That is not bad going.
Let's see. What else we got? All right, so I'm going to shut things down. You ready to sing? And I'm going to let you reheat your pizza.
I'm not reheating it. I'm going to finish it off cold. It's what I'm like. But yes, let's sing Happy Birthday.
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Here we go. It's going to be lit off by the spoon.
Ooh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday,
dear chat.
Happy birthday to you.
to you.
Heavenly Star says, yay, singing. We're going to be singing Friday if anyone wants to come up. Big Al?
I might sing Queen again. If Cat can get here this time, it'll be even better.
I hope so. Hey, and Tiger King has been wanting to hear Queen. He's wanted me to do it, and I said I can't. I don't have the voice for it.
Well, I've dropped myself in it now then, haven't I?
You have. You have.
Right, I'll try and remember to come in on Friday. I try and get in every day, but sometimes it just doesn't work out because I have other things going on last minute. I was going to put up I was going to schedule a live stream for tonight, and I didn't bother because I was like, well, no, because what if I don't get to do it?
Right.
But yeah, no, I will try and get in on Friday, and I'll sing Queen for Tiger and Cat. It'll be mainly for Cat because Cat's my tomato. No offense to Tiger, but Cat is my tomato. And I love her. I love her a lot. But yeah, no, Queen on Friday. I might have to sing the same song because I'm not learning another Queen song. So apologies to those of you that have already heard it.
Tiger King
But
wants to know which song
it was Somebody's Love, wasn't it, that I sang?
it was. Sorry, Heavenly. Heavenly won't be able to sing on Friday. Someone says my mom's birthday is today. So that happy birthday went out to your mom, Selma.
I wish I knew that before we sang it, because then we could have actually said to Selma's mum.
That's true. We can do it one more time and then I'll go.
Let's do it. Why not?
All right. Happy birthday,
Birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday
Selma's
to Selma's
mom.
mom.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
There you go. That's for you,
I don't know what
Selma.
happened there, Yogi. I think I got caught up in your voice because I said Selma's mom instead of mum.
That could be amazing.
I don't know what happened there. It was really weird. I realized once I said it, I was like, "Hey, that was weird."
Kat says, "I love you, Big Al."
Love you too, Cap.
I did see Abigail today, Kat. And hey, Stitch. Adam says, "Remember to breathe, Stitch. You're much loved." That's an excellent point. Stitch, the night before school, on one of the live streams, we'll do some special breath work just for you. By the way, come back tonight. We're going to do a special breath work again. I think we're going to need it. I think we need it. I think we need to bring things down a notch or two. Although we've done a remarkable job getting things back on track. Thank you, Big Al, for your help.
You're welcome.
He wants
I
to
don't know. Wait. What are you thanking for? What are you thanking me for? What help? I didn't help with anything.
You helped quite a bit, actually. And the best help, Val Dijing, the best runners leave no tracks. The best help, sometimes people know that they're helping. You were a steady presence. You listened to me. You offered your own antidotes to help bring the point around. And you were, again, steady and loving throughout. You never got caught up in anything. So I appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Yogi. I genuinely was confused. I was like, I said you're welcome, and then I was like, well, what did I help with? Hold on. But no, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I love all of you in the chat. You're all amazing friends and all amazing people. And obviously, you, Yogi, are just the Yogi. You need to change your YouTube name. It's not just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement. It's the Yogi doing burpees in his basement.
If you do that, someone always comes for you. They want to out yogi you. That can, how long do you meditate for? And you say, I meditate for 30 minutes twice a day. They say, I meditate for 40 minutes twice a day. Can you do this pose? Can you do that pose? It's even in a Course in Miracles. I forgive deeper than you forgive. I forgive faster than you forgive. Not everyone, of course, but there's always someone who, it's a good thing that you retired from being the sheriff, because there's always a quick withdrawal. Someone's always gunning for the sheriff.
True.
Now you have someone younger, a little quicker on the draw.
Whoa! Can we reel that back in a little bit, please?
I said just
I'm
a little.
still sore from earlier
quicker.
when you said about me being whatever you said. I'm still reeling from that. Can we just let's take a chill? Let's calm down a little bit.
I said just the governor. I said just a little quicker, and now you've stepped up to a governor. Realizing that you're not quite as young as you used to be. You've taken a respectable position. By the way, Tiger King wants to hear Bohemian Rhapsody. Got 2 days to learn it.
I'll give it a shot. That's all I can do. I'll give it a shot. I would like to sing 2 songs then, because I would really like to sing "Somebody to Love" to Kat if she can make it on Friday.
Absolutely. I always tell people, I try to limit it to like a 5 minutes segment, but you can come up as many times as you want.
Well, to make it fair, I'll do Bohemian Rhapsody when I first come in, because that's what Tiger King wants, and I'll give it a shot. I'll do that when I first come in, and then I'll take obviously a big break and let other people come up and sing, and then towards the end, I'll do "Somebody to Love."
Okay. Now, I don't want to say that this is going to take a big act of forgiveness on my part, But so far, I've taken no small amount of pride is that I've been the only one to sing love songs to Kat, and now it feels like someone's coming for me. But I'll work through it, Big Al. It might take a little bit of therapy. It might take some intense meditation, maybe a day of complete silence, but I'll overcome. It'll be
Well,
okay.
I mean, Cat is my tomato. You get your own.
Well, wait a minute. Now we're taking a step too far. Let's see. Shirley says Jace did too. Did Jace sing a love song for Kat? Kat says, and Kat will be asleep. No doubt.
Well, I won't do it at the. I'll try and do it. Either way, I'll try and get it in there before Kat leaves because I really want to sing that to her. It's not that I wanted to sing it to her. It's just she missed it the first time round, and most people enjoyed it.
We did, very much so. Selma says, I will always sing a love song to you guys. Thank you, Selma. I don't remember Jace singing a love song to Kat. Man, I got to step up my game. I'm gonna sing a love song so overwhelmingly sappy that no one's ever gonna come for me again. They're gonna be like, it can't be topped. That is the love song to end all love songs. I'm gonna break out. I can't say for certain, but I believe I'm gonna break out the Barry Manilow.
Okay.
I'm gonna break out the King of Sap. I'm gonna take you guys to the Coco Cabana, and we're gonna sing an ultimate love song.
It's funny that you think you're good enough at singing Barry Manilow. Just saying.
I'm inspired. I'm stepping. I told you, I'm stepping up my game. Hey,
Well,
Abigail.
Cat's mine. You can have Jace since you're already like twins. You just have because I don't couples usually go for people that kind of look like them. I'm sure that's a thing that I've seen somewhere.
You don't want anyone that looks like me. Here's the thing.
Go for the same kind of people. Or you can have Anna. I'll have Kat. You can have Anna then. Anna's your girlfriend, virtual girlfriend, chat girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. And and Kat's my tomato.
Here's the thing about dating women that look like you. I have dated several bald women with beards before, and it never works out. It's more of a personality thing. Our personalities clash. Right. And I can't date Anna because Anna's my coach. It would be conflicted interest. She would take it easy on me during the workouts.
Jace is your tomato then. That's it. Cat's my tomato. Jace is your tomato.
Somehow feels like I'm getting the raw end of this deal.
Not at all. Jace is just as beautiful and attractive as Kat.
And no one has considered what Jace wants. Jace might not want to be with me.
Jace gives you a lot of super chats. The fact that Jace is willing to spend that much money on, let's be fair, on Yogi, then Jace is definitely making his feelings clear towards you.
That's an excellent point. So, are you saying that basically you're saying that I can be bought, which is true. I can be bought. So, for the highest bidder, anyone wants to step up. I'm good so far.
He's just casually prostituting himself to the chat.
Not anymore. From now on, I belong to Jace until someone tops the offer. Nightmare says, I never connected the dots before. Jason Yogi, unconnect the dots. Nightmare, unconnect the dots. Quickly, erase the dots. Throw the dots out the window. Cat says, Jason's paid for
Sorted
Yogi.
then. Sorted then. Yogi and Jace are a tomato couple, and Cat's my tomato. Done.
I believe I have stiff competition in the Jace book, and I would not. I care too deeply to tread upon those lines. Hey, Miss Flipper. So I guess it's just me, solitary, alone, in an unfriendly world.
It's funny. We're talking about Jace being your tomato, and then you said stiff competition. Almost like you're giving us a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge there, Yogi.
No, no. Let's see. Tiger King says Cat Big Al together. Jay, there you go. Jay says brothers Big Al. See that? But yep, there's I would not step in as competition for someone that I care too much about. So if you've been following, let's see, it's going to come down to Cat. Cat's going to have to make a choice. It's going to be an uncomfortable position for Cat to be in. But Yogi, tell Big Al what I'm great at. We talked about this the other day. Why can't I remember Nightmare? You're great at being Nightmare. No one else can do it. Hi, Miss Flipper. Tiger King
Jay
says,
says,
really go ahead.
Jay says brothers, but he means bed brothers.
Jace is spoken for. Nightmare says, oops, I read that. Tiger King says, really going out with each other?
No, Tiger. No, not at all. She's my tomato. She's a lovely red tomato. Fresh for the picking. Really ripe. That's all. Jay says Big Al revealing his fantasies live.
Selma says, yes, Tiger Shirley is my tomato. Shirley says he is. Lee says Big Al was on his way to B&Q for rope yogi. Perhaps his mind was on the trip to Maryland and he took his eyes off the road. Truth is coming out. Truth is coming out.
It's funny because I don't remember Cat living in Maryland.
She's only one state away.
Is it Tennessee? Do I remember that correctly? Am I wrong?
Yeah. She's in Tennessee.
Good memory. Good memory. I don't know how I remembered that actually, because I don't know a lot of things. I don't remember a lot of things.
Harold says, well, I've had a wonderful time in this live and look forward to more. I'm gonna not our all-time best live, but we're ending on a great note. I'm gonna go out now for some exercise and social interaction. It's unhealthy to remain attached to a device all day. You're right about that. Hey, Rob. Rob, you seem sad. I hope everything's okay, my friend. Harold says, Anna, I saw that, and thank you very much. Abigail says, Lee is mine.
See, everyone's got tomatoes.
Yep, everyone's staking their claim.
See you later, squirrel.
Thank you, Sniper. Selma says, Shirley is mine. And Sniper says, catch you later, Eric. And Anna says, you're so welcome, Huddle. Jace goes, night all. Good night, Jace. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. I will see everyone. I think I might have made like 2 hours today. That's a long live stream for me. But I'll be back. About 2 hours, about 3 hours or so.
Yeah, 10:25 you go live here for us.
Yep. So again, Big Al, thank you.
No, you're very welcome. I don't know why you're thanking me. I really don't know what I've done, but no, it's me to say thank you to you for having me and for listening. And no, it's been as always, it's been a brilliant life. There's one of the things, very last thing I want to say, Yogi. I'm really sorry. I know you're trying to leave. The very last thing I would like to really say, because I wanted to say it earlier and didn't get the chance. I don't know why I came here in the first place. That is not me trying to be rude to you, Yogi. But I saw you in Mark and Joe's streams a lot, obviously, and I came here, and not to be rude, I don't know what. There was nothing here that interested me, if that makes sense. I don't come for the breathing or anything, although I take part, obviously, but I don't come for the breathing. I don't come for the meditation or anything like that. But then, I don't know, there's something about you, Yogi, as a person, I think. You just keep bringing me back.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate hearing that.
I hope that's not insulting in any way. I just wanted to I don't choose the right words. I apologize for that. It's something that got brought up today. I don't choose the right words, but what I mean is meant to be nice.
Right. I took it that way. I did not take it. Did not. Wasn't even remotely off in any way. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I get that.
So, all right. Before we close up, Nightmare says Yogi has a way of summoning us back here. I've mentioned it before. It's the satellite disc right here. This isn't a forehead. It's a satellite. I am beaming energy out towards everyone. Adam says, Big Al, I think you should leave your southern accent in England if you visit Tennessee. It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good southern accent. And Jay says, these short goodbyes are legendary. Yes, they are. This is true. What tomato mean, Eric? Tomato is a term of affection. You know, I guess that's the only way I can describe it. Tomato is a term of affection for someone.
The only reason I call Cat my tomato, in all fairness, is because she likes it for some reason when I say it.
The tomato, because we say
Yeah.
tomato here. Tomato
Yeah, she likes it when I say tomato, which is the only reason I say it.
Right. Tomato sounds fancy.
See, I'd say otherwise because I hear it all the time, obviously. Whereas
Right.
it's different for you. Whereas, like when you say tomato, that sounds fancy to me because people over here don't say that, obviously.
Interesting. Shirley says, this is an American family reunion. Goodbye. It takes at least an hour. It does take at least an hour.
Right, I do apologize, Yogi. It's been lovely, and I'll see you later on. Sorry for keeping you.
Me too. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. Coming back, we'll hang out. We'll do it all again later. Maybe not all of it again, but we'll do some of it. We'll do the best parts later. One day it'll run through. I'll be like, "Whoop, got to take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back." With that, I will. Jace, thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. I will see everyone later. Stitch, before you start school, I know you're homeschooled, but even before that starts, we'll do some special breath work just for you. And we'll start the school year off. We'll say one more time. We'll say booger just for you. Love you guys.